Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing this natural full face drugstore foundation routine for you. This is all the products that I use pretty much just on my face. I'm not going to in depth with anything else except what I put on my face when I'm using drugstore products. So I really like a lot of these products. A lot of them are L'Oreal products. I think they make a really nice drugstore product. I feel like this makeup look just looks so flawless and very full coverage. I love it. The skin almost just looks airbrushed. So I love this look. I know you guys will love it too if you try it out. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys want to look like you have airbrushed skin at a discounted price, keep watching. Alright guys, so today I started moisturizing my face with this OLAY Complete moisturizer. It has a SPF in it and I really like that stuff. When I'm not using my MAC moisturizer, I like to use that one. And then I'm going to go in with my primer. I really like priming my face because I feel like it just fills in any little indentations on my face and it just makes my skin really smooth before I put my foundation and the rest of my makeup on. So today I'm going to be using this L'Oreal Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer. I've really been loving this stuff. It just feels like butter going on your face. It's just so silky and it feels really nice on the skin. So I just take about, really you just need about a pump of that. A lot comes out and I just like to put that all over my face. And it's called a light infusing primer, and today I feel like I really need that because I feel like my face just looks so tired, so I need to bring some light back into my skin. Okay, so once I feel like my primer's dry, my foundation is ready to go on. And for my foundation today, I'm going to use my L'Oreal Visible, here it is, Visible Lift Foundation. I've been using this stuff for years. I love it. I always go back to this foundation. I used it on my wedding day. I love it so much. I've tried out so many foundations and I always go back to this one. I feel like it just gives my skin the most flawless finish and people are always complimenting me on my skin and I swear it's because of this foundation. It says it's an age reversing makeup, so I believe that's because it's for women with more older skin, and if you have wrinkles, I think it's really good for that. So putting it on skin that doesn't really have a lot of wrinkles, I think it's just going to give it an even more flawless look. It says it has pro retinol and vitamin C in it. It has an SPF 17 in it. So I love this stuff. I always go back to it. It is my favorite L'Oreal foundation. So I am just going to take a couple pumps of that. This is a full coverage foundation and I'm going to go in with a damp beauty blender. This is my knockoff beauty blender that I got at TJ Maxx and I honestly do not see a difference between using this type of beauty blender or a regular beauty blender. So I always go back to this one because I got it for like $4. So I really like this. And I feel like when you use a beauty blender, you just need to keep patting into your skin instead of rubbing it into the skin. You just pat forever. And using a beauty blender gives your skin such a more flawless look. I feel like sometimes when you use a brush, you can almost see the brush strokes on your face. So the beauty blender just, it almost makes it look like you have an airbrushed finish. That's why I love it so much. After the first time I used this thing, I was like, oh my gosh, I will never use anything else ever again. Although I still do sometimes. And you don't want to forget your neck. Okay, so now I feel like I have a really flawless finish on my face. I just love this foundation. I don't know what I would do without it. I always go back to this stuff and it's really for all skin types. I personally have more oily skin, but when I read about this stuff it says it is for all skin types. So if you have more dry skin and you try this out, let me know how it works for you because I've been using it for years. I have never had a problem with it. I just wiped off my lips because I had a bunch of foundation on it, and I'm going to go in and put my Maybelline Baby Lips on my lips. This wasn't a part of my original plan to show you guys or anything, but I use this chapstick like crazy all winter, and it just feels so good on my lips. My lips get so chapped in the winter, and I could just rub that stuff on all day. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and put on my concealer. This is also L'Oreal. I just love the L'Oreal products. I think they're really, really great. This is the True Match Concealer in Fair/Light. It says N123. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this under my eyes and kind of in the corner there. Kind of bring it down a little. I've been using this concealer since high school. I'm not even kidding. Which was like at least 6 or 7 years ago. So yeah, I've been using this concealer for a really long time. On a day-to-day basis, I like to use my MAC concealer. Yeah, if I am going to use a drugstore concealer, it will be this one. Okay, so now that I have this concealer all over, I'm just going to go in with my Sigma tapered kabuki brush, this one right here, and I'm just going to tap everything out. One thing I've learned putting on makeup is you have to be super patient while putting it on. The more time you take and the more patient you are and not try to rush through things, the better everything's gonna look. I even like to get it right there on my eyelids too, just to prime those puppies up a little. And I'm not gonna be putting a whole lot of makeup on today, so I do want to kind of cover them up a little just to hide my veins. Okay, so now that I have my moisturizer, my primer, my foundation, my concealer, I am going to go in with, this is also a L'Oreal product. I'm telling you, they just make a really good drugstore product. This is the True Match Mineral Powder, and I really like this stuff just for touch-ups and for setting my face. It does come with a little mirror on the other side, which I don't really use that because I have a MAC one that I take with me on a day-to-day basis, but this would be great to just throw in your purse too. They do have a little sponge that they throw in with it, but I don't use that either, but it wouldn't be bad to use. But how I usually put this on, and I put this on to set my whole face, because if you don't set your face, then sometimes your makeup can start to melt away throughout the day, and this just helps keep everything in really, really nicely. And something that's nice for me about this True Match Mineral Powder is that it's really, really good for oily skin, which I have. So if you have oily skin, it would be really, really great for you too. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this Sigma Duo Fiber brush. This brush is perfect for putting on powder, for powder foundation, just powder. It really gives your skin a really pretty, almost airbrushed look. That's why I love this brush so much. It just makes the skin look really, really flawless. So yeah, I'm just going to go in and get a good amount on the brush there and just put it all over the face. And I have this powder in the same exact color as my foundation. So that's nice about getting the L'Oreal products, is because you can get the same exact color. My foundation is in the color Natural Buff, and so is this powder. So they're going to match seamlessly. And then I do like to take this little tapered brush from Sigma. This is a F35. And then just to set my concealer, I like to go right under my eyes with the same powder and just get it under there, just so I don't get creasing throughout the day from my concealer. But I really don't have a problem with this concealer at all. I'm just getting so excited because I'm loving this flawless finish I'm getting. It's just looking really, really pretty and natural. Okay, so next I'm going to go through and contour and kind of brighten up my face a little bit. And I'm going to be using this e.l.f. contouring blush and bronzing powder. Has anyone noticed that their packaging is really, really similar to NARS? It almost feels like you're holding like this luxurious bronzing powder, but you're not. It's $3. So I'm going to take this little BH Cosmetics brush that I have. I like to use a really just like a smaller contouring brush when I'm using this powder, just to really, really pack it in there, because It's not as pigmented of a bronzer as maybe my MAC stuff that I would use, but it still does the job. So I just like to use a smaller contouring brush just to really pack it in. So I'm going to go in and take the bronzy side of that and just go ahead and contour as I normally would. Okay, and I'm just going to take this little e.l.f. kabuki brush and buff everything out so it just all blends really nicely together. Okay, now I'm going to add a little bit of blush, and I'm going to use this e.l.f. powder brush. It's kind of like a flat top brush. This was only $3 as well, and I'm just going to go in on that peachy side. It is a really pretty color, peach, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply that where I normally apply my blush. And this does have a little bit of a shimmer in it, so I'm not going to do any highlighting today. And I'm just going to go back in with that little e.l.f. kabuki and just blend that all together again. And if you want to add a little bit of contouring to your eye, then I'm going to go in with that same e.l.f. bronzing powder. And I'm just going to take a MAC 217 and put that right in the crease of my eye. And then just go ahead and blend that all out with a bigger, fluffier brush. This is a Sigma, oh gosh, that's rubbed off, E40. So I'm keeping this look super simple today, so after I contoured my eyes a little bit, I'm just going to go ahead and add my favorite mascara right now, this Miss Manga L'Oreal stuff. You can see I'm kind of having like a L'Oreal obsession today, but they just have some really good products. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my brows on. Alright guys, so I just finished off this look today, put my brows on. The only thing that wasn't a drugstore product that I used today were my brows. I used my Smashbox Brow Tech today on my brows, but I was really happy with how this natural, full coverage foundation routine turned out today. I actually am probably going to be doing this a lot more. Instead of using up all my expensive products so quickly. Oh, and I also, on my lips today, I used this L'Oreal Lip Gloss. I don't even know what the name, I just know it's L'Oreal because it says that on the top, but I don't know anything else about it because it's all rubbed off. But this is just a really pretty light pink color. It almost just looks clear on the lips. Alright, so I hope you guys loved this makeup look that I tried out today. I really like it, and if you have any questions, comments, just leave them below. Thanks for watching. Bye!